Hey there, folks. Meteorologist Matt Barrentine. I hope you're having yourself a good afternoon out there here across the Gulf Coast on your Monday. Obviously, we are keeping an eye on the tropics. Got a lot happening out there in the tropics. We got a couple of systems that are marked up, and we have a possible even third system that we could be talking about as we go into even into next week. So basically, what's been happening as you look here on the other side of the screen. There's been a broad area of low pressure all across the tropics from about the Yucatan and Mexico back over through Cuba, the Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, stretching out into the Atlantic Ocean. And this broad area has sparked off several different circulations with tropical possibilities, and we continue to see that. And so we have, like I said, a couple of areas that are marked up currently with pretty decent chances, particularly that red blob down there in the southwestern Gulf we call the Bay of Campeche. That one is got a 70% chance of development over the next several days. And you can see also the one out in the Atlantic that would be heading towards the east coast of the U.S. It has a lower chance of development, but it's still got some chances there. All right, so let's take a closer look in at these two. The first off, the one that is down in the Bay of Campeche. You can see a blowup of clouds down there, so it is starting to pull itself together. This was always going to be sort of a slow one to come together. We've been talking about it for, I want to say since last Thursday. Here it is Monday, so we've been talking about this one for a while. So we anticipated that it would take a while to sort of get its act together. And now it seems to be doing that. You can start to see it really come together in the southern part of the Gulf of Mexico, the very southwestern part we call, once again, it's the Bay of Campeche. I always like to repeat that because I know a lot of folks don't know the exact geography down here in Mexico, but it's the Bay of Campeche, the very southwestern corner of the Gulf. And then we got this one out in the Atlantic that's going to take a sort of meandering northwestern path as well over the next several days. So we've got two areas of possibilities currently. All right, so here's the modeling, and you see the two circles on there that I've put up just to kind of highlight what we're talking about. Now we're looking at noon on Tuesday, and you can see the one in the Gulf approaching northeastern Mexico, then the one out in the Atlantic approaching the Bahamas. And Wednesday at noon, so 2 days from now, the one in the Gulf still down there and swirling, and probably at least a tropical depression at that point, maybe a tropical storm. If it does become a tropical storm, it'll be Alberto. The one in the Atlantic looks pretty ragged. And then the one in the Gulf making landfall sometime early on Thursday, once again, possibly as a tropical storm. It won't impact us, but you can see a pretty good bit of rain for South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley, so they're going to be dealing with it. If we get anything from it, kind of just outer stuff, won't be anything really direct. And then you could also look over to the Atlantic, the other circle, and that one's looking really ragged. I don't see a whole lot of development chances there. The only real chance it has of developing is right before it makes landfall here off the Carolina coast. It could, that warm water of the Gulf Stream, it may have just enough time to develop there, but regardless, not going to be a big deal. And you can see these two systems not really impacting us. Okay, well, those two systems off the board, then I've got this going all the way to next Saturday, 6 days out. And I've put up another circle because the modeling is showing another swirl coming out of this same region. This is noon on Sunday, so going into this upcoming weekend, and then going into Monday of next week. Look at that. Showing a swirl due south of us. Does that come together? It's a week from now? I don't know. This is the European model. Typically, it's pretty good. My guess is it won't be in that exact spot, but something will be out there. Okay? We'll have some sort of circulation going on. We'll have another marked up spot by the National Hurricane Center that we're going to be tracking. So just anticipate that. Whether or not it becomes anything, I don't know. It's too far out. Whether or not it heads towards us, I don't know. Too far out. If you see anybody on Facebook telling you it's coming straight at us, say next Tuesday or whatever, they don't know. Okay? So it's something we'll keep an eye on for you. Right now, my concern level is not high, but it's definitely something we'll be tracking and watching for you in the coming days. So that's what's happening out in the tropics. Pretty darn busy. Now, That said, anytime you have anything going on in the Gulf of Mexico is like a big bathtub. You shake up one part of it, it shakes the whole bathtub. So our rip current risk is high. Now, with other systems during this week impacting us, this is where it will impact. Because folks want to get out in the water regardless. Some people just do it no matter what goes on. It is the deadliest issue that we have on the Gulf Coast. Far more likely to get sharks or getting bit by a shark. You're far more likely to get swept out to sea in rip current than you are to ever be bit by a shark. Far more likely. You're far more likely to get caught up in a rip current than you ever are to get caught up in a tornado or get killed by a tropical storm or hurricane. It is the deadliest thing we have on the Gulf Coast. So please be careful. I want to see just the way it is when you got tropical systems roaming about. Can't escape it. All right, so we're going to continue to see some scattered storms this afternoon and going on into this evening. I think as we look ahead into our Tuesday should be fairly quiet. I don't think we'll have quite as much rain around, just some spotty showers on Tuesday. So we'll have scattered showers around this afternoon, spotty showers for your Tuesday. Could be pretty windy on your Wednesday, at least breezy, let's call it, for your Tuesday. I'm sorry, not Wednesday, Tuesday. These are the wind gusts for tomorrow for Tuesday. They're going to get breezy at times. Let's check out your planner. This is for tomorrow morning, so I'm looking ahead to your Tuesday. Should be fine. It'll be kind of cloudy and kind of icky and humid, but not bad. And once again, tomorrow, the showers, the storms are pretty isolated to spotty, 20 to 30%. It's not going to be as high as today. So mainly just a cloudy day, upper 80s out there for us on our Tuesday. Why not? Just do the 10-day outlook, and I think, nope, got it all good. So here's your 10-day outlook. And I'm going to go full screen on this so you get a good look here. And once again, tomorrow, about a 30% chance, 20% Wednesday, Thursday, 30% again on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, no big rain chances through the end of the week. That's because we're not getting any direct impacts from this tropical system. That's the main thing. So we'll have some rain around here and there, but nothing significant. Now, that week following, definitely a lot up in the air. Remember, I showed you the possibilities of another system developing out in the Gulf. It's possible, and that would obviously have an impact on our rain amounts. Right now, way too early to say, but just something to keep in mind. I think the rest of this week is fairly quiet, just some showers here and there. Temperatures will be hot and humid, low 90s for the most part, partly cloudy skies. Very typical summertime stuff. And then the following week is when we're going to have a chance, maybe have some higher rain chances. So we'll be keeping an eye on that for you. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 10. We'll be streaming all day long. We got soccer on Fox, so we'll be streaming our newscast. So if you want to catch us, download our app or just catch up with us on fox10tv.com. Thank you so much. We'll have yourself a great Monday, and we will catch you soon. Bye now.